this section, we're actually going to talk about merchandising, display, and carryout. The reason why this is important is normally you don't want to carry 100 different types of packaging for each item. So I actually chose a few items that we can use for other things on the menu to try and show how we can do carryout or display items. One of the first things you need to consider is what is the size of your packaging, or what is the size of your display case. And so you want to consider when you're baking your product samples, if you have a really big display case, feel free to make those hero stoppers and make really big portions. If you have smaller display cases, you're going to want to go with bites and the smaller cinnamon roll collection. Let's go ahead and start with the display case. We have 2 different shelves. We have 3 varieties of product on each shelf. We chose 3 different finishing techniques across the shelf. Because you're selling with your eyes, you want to have a variety of displays in both color, texture, shape, and finishing. So in this particular one, we have a fruit-filled sticky bun. We have the heart-shaped twist topped with coarse sugar prior to baking, so no finishing needed. And then we chopped one of the chocolate twirls, baked it in a muffin cup, and gave it a simple glaze. For the bottom, we have the 3-ounce cinnamon apple rolls, and that was just dipped. For the chocolate twirl, all we did was dip it in coarse sugar and baked it between 2 pieces of pan-sprayed parchment. Now we have crispy elephant ears. And here we cut the caramel twirl in half horizontally, so it's now only 2.5 ounces. Topped it with ever so slightly amount of apple filling and a little streusel, and now we have some twirled Danish. You have a huge variety in your display case, but yet you used a small quantity of ingredients. We actually used one of the fruit cup containers from our deli station to use as a carryout container. So this is about smart packaging. We also took some of the 0.9 cinnamon rolls, baked them in pan-sprayed muffin tins, plain, nothing else, and we put them in a carry-out muffin container. This way you can either frost across the top, pipe a little star, or even just a drizzle. You want to give cash and carry options so you can have full service or on demand. In the next option, we showed an 8x8 foil bakeable tin. We use these frequently for our 5-pound mixes. It's very easy to small batch in these tins, and then especially for trade shows that you can carry them in the half-gallon container. One of the things to consider when we talked about belt up and belt down was how much plate fill you have in your pan. If you have the wrong size product, it'll outgrow your pan, so we want to make sure the lid still fits. We showed you the 3-ounce FTO and the 2.5-ounce proof and bake so that you can get an idea of how much pan fill by just using different products. In this mini box, we actually used 1/4 cut biscuit twirls and a 1.5-ounce cinnamon roll fanned out. These are all in your bakery guide for the bakery recipes. In addition, we have these small boxes that are also displayed on Archway for the City Minis. This is a 1/8 cut cinnamon twirl and the chocolate twirl with just a little drizzle icing. Now it looks like a box of petit fours. In our extra large display case, we have room for extra large pastries. So we have the 4.5 twist, the 3-ounce cinnamon roll, the 5-ounce twirl, and the 4.5-ounce proof and bake. But they give you wonderful plate coverage as far as filling your cabinet. You have diverse appearance as far as finishing. For this one, it looks just like the funnel cakes from the deep fryer, but yet it's baked just by finishing this with powdered sugar. So again, as we talk about the importance of packaging and presentation experience, we give you some options to think about. Are you baking and serving in a tray? You need to hold it hot? Is this for cash and carry? Are you going to serve it maybe cinnamon rolls and chili like in Cincinnati? Do you want to have your packaging for baked goods to carry out, or something smaller that you pre-build just like the sticky buns? Or do you want to go ahead and help them sell a dozen, sell a gallon of coffee to go with it for bundle?